Welcome to Coffee and Candor. This is Amber.
Chris.
Ross.
And Brandy.
I thought you were going to say Barney from The Simpsons.
I was hoping he would. I thought about it.
All right. First thing we're going to talk about is the Doomsday Author and wife found in Hawaii amid search for their missing kids.
That's just been a crazy fucking saga.
It's an Idaho couple that are under investigation for the disappearance of the wife's 2 children. It's actually one of her children and a stepchild, I think.
Like he had adopted the one, and the one was their adopted. It was her. Both of them are her biological children.
Oh, I thought it was from the ex-husband. It was a child and a stepchild.
I think it was a child they had together and a child he had, or she had before.
Christian Doomsday writer Chad, is it Daybell?
I don't know.
And his wife of 3 months, Lori Valor, were located on the island of, how do you say that? Kauai on Saturday, and served an order of petition to physically produce Tali Ryan, 17, and Joshua Valor, 7. Both kids have been missing since late September. A warrant to search a couple and their vehicle was also carried out on Sunday. The result of that search has not been disclosed, though no local charges or warrants have been issued for the couple's arrest. The couple have repeatedly described as uncooperative to authorities' search for Valor's children. Lori Valor is the adopted mother of Joshua and the biological mother of Tali. There's no evidence that either child was ever in Hawaii, Idaho's police department said in a statement. So that's the gist of that.
So there's no evidence that they ever even made the trip?
Right.
Yeah. I don't think they have anything.
I think they're buried somewhere.
So
not in Hawaii.
Yeah. Well, because the new husband's wife, originally they said she died of natural causes, died in her sleep. But then when the children got
you mean the ex-wife?
The ex-wife.
Yeah. Okay. You said the new children's wife or something.
It's his previous, because they both have previous
spouses.
And I'm not going to say ex because
right.
To me, you get divorced, so I'm just going to say previous.
Yeah.
They both had previous.
Yeah, they both
spouses,
and they're dead. Okay. And they said originally they didn't think anything of it. She died in her sleep. Then when the kids came up missing, then they were like, we might want to take a little closer look to this.
So Amber has this timeline that she's
actually, yeah, because they kind of go back and forth, and that's why I didn't read the rest of the article.
It's real convoluted. Because
I was like, I need to sit down and make a timeline. And I think the kids... Yeah, the kids actually went missing before his wife died.
Oh, wow.
Really? That's not...
Yeah.
Hold on, because here it said Tammy was initially determined to have died from natural causes. An online obituary described her passing away in her sleep. Following the children's disappearance, her body was exhumed.
Well, somewhere in here, because I wrote down all the dates and everything. Let's see. Because it said that she died in October of 2019.
And they went
missing
in
September. And the last time their kids were seen was in September. So here's the timeline. In March 2019, Charles Valor, who is her previous husband, files for divorce from wife Lori Valor. Accused Lori of being obsessed with her near-death experiences and claimed to have lived numerous lives on other planets. And then you also said she believed she was God.
She's like the representative, like literally like God's
speaks through her.
Yeah.
Well, the Pope says that too.
Okay, but there's some religious. I mean, I don't believe that shit either. But
like God's scribe from Supernatural.
Yeah, I mean, she really believes like this shit she spouts off is divinely inspired from God.
Wow. Okay.
So, she threatened to financially ruin and kill him. He sought to order protection and evaluation of her mental health.
Which is reasonable.
And then in July of 2019, Charles Valor is shot and killed by Lori Valor's brother at their home in Arizona.
After an altercation.
Alexander claims self-defense. Charles refused to leave the house and came at him with a baseball bat. Charles and Lori's kids, Tali and Joshua, as well as Lori, were at home at this time. Alexander was not arrested or charged with Charles' death. Then in September, that's the last time
Anybody see them?
Lori's kids, Tali and Joshua, or whoever's kids, Tali and Joshua. I'm confused on
this
kids
is like convoluted
now.
already.
Mm-hmm. So they were last seen in September. So are those his kids then?
Okay, it says after Lori and her new husband were found in Hawaii, JJ Valor and Tali Ryan. So JJ was her son with Charles Valor that was shot. And then I think he had just been in Tali's life a long time. And I'm looking at an article here that says she's got another son, an older son, and his name is Colby Ryan.
Is he an adult?
Yeah.
You said older, so I guess older than...
Oh, yeah, she's 17, so he's...
Okay.
It's like, he's pleading, Mom, please bring my siblings back. He said that he believes they're in danger. And he wants you to step up more than anything in the world. Step up and do the right thing. He's lost everything in such a short time. Please, I love you because you're my mom, but at the end of the day, I'm still in the same spot. Everyone's in the same spot with no answers. I feel like I've just lost everything in such a short amount of time. So even he thinks that...
Okay, so in September 2019 was last time those two children were seen. In October of 2019, Chad Daybell's wife, Tammy Daybell, dies suddenly in her sleep, and they say of natural causes. In October or November of 2019, Chad Daybell marries Lori Vallow 2 weeks after his wife's death. December 2019, Lori's brother Alexander, the one who shot her previous husband, dies of unknown causes.
Yeah, he's found unresponsive in his home.
Good.
I mean, people are dropping like flies.
Damn.
Here's some more of the statement, and
avoid that bitch
from the older son, and I think it's really interesting. He's talking about his siblings and Charles Vallow, who was his stepfather. Said to Tali, "I know that you've had to do a lot of stepping up, and I'm sorry you didn't get to just have that normal school friends and everything. JJ, you're so smart and so beautiful. I miss playing with you. I miss spending time with you." He also thanked Charles Vallow, Lori's former husband and adopted father of JJ. "I just want to thank you for being there for our family when we needed you. You stepped up and stepped in so fast, you took us all in." So it sounds like this has been chaos for years.
That's because she's crazy.
Yeah.
She's a big bag of crazy.
10 pounds of it in a 5-pound bag.
So in December, Lori's brother, the one who shot her husband, dies of unknown causes.
December 2019.
In December, that was 2019.
Was she afraid he was going to talk?
Probably. I don't know.
Damn.
God probably told her to do it.
December 13th of 2019, Chad Daybell's previous wife, Tammy Daybell's body is exhumed for further testing. January 2020, Chad Daybell's home is searched. And January 25th, Chad Daybell and Lori Vallow are located in Hawaii. No children in sight.
And the children, so that's 6 months since the children have been seen almost?
Yeah.
That tells me they're not going to be seen.
No.
I read
not alive anyway.
Yeah, I read one article where she was talking about being the mouthpiece of God and all that. And she was she basically came out and told that Charles Vallow, which is I think what started the ball rolling, that basically her family was a hindrance.
It's cray-cray? No.
That they were having earthly ties was stopping her from doing the work she was supposed to do for God. That don't bode well for those kids.
Wow.
No.
Okay.
And it sounds like she wasn't doing much for the family since the older brother said that the girl had to step up.
And the stepfather stepped up. It's all talking about what other people did.
Yeah.
Well,
and nothing about...
She's too busy talking to God.
Well, doing...
Busy schedule.
Yeah.
So I'd like to know, because where did he live? Was it Ohio, or I thought I wrote it down.
That Chad guy? Or the older kid?
No,
Idaho.
Okay. So he lived in Idaho. They said her previous husband was shot at their home in Arizona. So they lived in 2 different states and married 2 weeks after his wife died.
That's not suspicious at all.
Wow. No kidding.
It's just weird. And I also read something saying that she had lived in Hawaii before with her previous husband.
So maybe that's why they looked there, you know.
Yeah, that is...
The grandmother, let's see, one day ago, she was given until January 30th, I think, to produce the kids. And the mother of the children,
Yeah, that's...
I know, it's so confusing.
Yeah, there's way too many parental figures in all of this. Okay, authorities said... So who's talking here? I'm trying to figure out if it's his mama.
That's why I had to make a timeline, because I'm like, there's so much back and forth. I don't know who they're talking about.
Okay, Joshua's biological grandmother. So Joshua is the older son that made the plea.
No, Joshua is the missing.
Oh, is that JJ?
Tali and Joshua are the two that are missing.
Okay. Who the hell's JJ then?
No, it's right here. It says Joshua JJ Valor.
Okay, so they call him both.
Okay.
Okay, so I was like, what the fuck? I'm so confused.
Motherfucker, there's another one.
Holy shit, they're coming out of the woodworks. So Woodcock is Joshua's, aka JJ's, biological grandmother, but it doesn't say maternal or paternal. So, but she said...
Well, if she's crazy, it's on the mother's side.
Said that she is so disappointed. She's a monster for not producing these kids. Lori's not going to make this easy. She's got an end game in her head, although obviously this isn't a game. She feels like it is. And so those grandparents have offered a $20,000 reward for information on where the kids are.
I'd like to know what they found, because they said they searched his...
That Chad guy?
House. I keep having to look back.
Chad Daybell?
Yeah. They said they searched his house in... Wherever you said, Idaho.
Yeah,
Ohio.
I feel like we needed a flowchart and a timeline.
Yeah.
Because, this is some confusing shit.
So is that the only update about it?
No, that's what I'm looking. All right, this might be helpful. 5 fast facts you need to know. All right. I feel like we need to know 5 facts.
Number 1 needs to be, she crazy.
You could cry. All right.
She crazy as hell.
She's a podcaster. She's an Idaho mother and podcaster who was sought for questioning.
Damn podcast.
I know. Well, that's your first hint. She's crazy.
No, I think the first hint is that she says that
she's God's mouthpiece.
God's mouthpiece, yeah.
So they're both being separately sought. Wow. In addition, this pair, Chad Daybell and this Lori Vallow, have 3 dead spouses between them.
God dang.
That's impressive.
No shit. What the hell?
Okay.
So what? She's got 2 dead spouses and he's got 1?
Her last 2 husbands died relatively young, and his wife.
She the Black Widow.
So now they say they're looking at opening up the investigation into Daybell's wife's passing. And then of an aunt. Okay, so the attorney said Chad Daybell was a loving husband and has support of his children in the matter. Lori Daybell is a devoted mother. Oh, this is somebody being paid to say this shit. You know it is. In December 30th, the police said, "We strongly believe that Joshua and Tali's lives are in danger. We are aware that in the weeks after Tammy Daybell's death, Lori Vallow Daybell and Chad Daybell told witnesses that Lori's daughter had died a year before the death of the father," which isn't true.
Damn.
What?
So they'd been telling people that the girl had already died.
What?
Around that time, Chad told another witness that Lori had no minor children.
Wow. Okay.
Well, they need to get their lies straight.
Well,
or is it like if they tell enough stories,
nobody's going to be able to find the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like looking for a needle in a stack of needles.
Mm-hmm. She's completely refused to assist in the investigation. We know that the children aren't with Lori and Chad. They have information indicating that she either knows the location of the children or what's happened to them. But she's not talking. I mean, of course she's not going to talk.
Somebody wants to join in the conversation.
Yeah, Sookie's like, damn.
Well, I'm scratching her back.
Oh, that's the trigger. Her podcast was religious based.
Really?
Oh, of course.
Joseph
duh,
Anthony
mouthpiece